12:30 and I've just come down to Plymouth on my BMW and we're going to go for a ride, but I guess Goose needs a new chain. So luckily I'm here and I'm already fitting in a new chain. I'll do the rear sprocket when we get back. I ain't taking the wheel off here. I'll do the front sprocket and the chain. Cover off. I wanted to remove this to give me access. This bolt instantly rounded off. So we're just going to put this one back in. See, look, rust is free Loctite. All these nuts and bolts need to be replaced. Oh dear. Okay, this is incorrect. So I've had to put the old sprocket back on. We have to put a chain on it. I don't like doing this. I have to change the chain. At least we can change the rear sprocket when we get back. But this front sprocket has to go back on for now. Ah, that's annoying. The eyes didn't line up. The eyes did not line up. I really thought your rear axle was going to snap off.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
I thought then, because they started to round off.
Chinese bikes are made with quality in mind.
I've already rounded off one bolt, mate. I don't want to round off your thing. Jeez. How long have we been doing this now? I think we've got it, what, 12:30?
Really? Oh Christ, 3/4 of an hour. Yeah.
You know I can do this in like 15 minutes normally.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. I've only done the chain. See why people don't like Chinese bikes. It's a nightmare. Right, let's go get some lunch. Limp it back and repair everything else.
You look all dirty.
Oh, yes, it's his head.
Look here.
His head.
Look here.
His head. 6 minutes past 5.
Yeah.
Oof, well, we've done quite a bit actually, haven't we? No, we're going to be reassembling the front before we take away the rear.
Yeah.
We're going to do the front completely first and then we'll move on to the rear.
Coffee,
reassemble that.
put the brakes on, rechange the brake pads?
Well, wheel on first, and then we'll do the brake pads, and then bleed the system, and then the front's done.
And then do the rear.
And then we can do the rear, yeah. One thing at a time.
Coffee.
Oh. But that went on well. So whether or not this will fit, different story.
But will this one go on well?
The rear tyre.
This one's a big chungus.
China.
China.
So we've nice bag bog last night.
It was mediocre, to be fair.
It's fine. And then a few drinky poos.
Yeah.
Good sleep. Now it's what, 9 o'clock in the morning? 9 AM?
Yeah, 10 or nearly quarter past.
Okay. Call Sinnis in a minute and ask him what's wrong with your front sprocket.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we'll try and get this bad boy on. Hopefully we can get this on without any pinchy. No pinchy Renos, please.
I have faith.
I don't. I don't indeed, right. Let's have a look. Right, you have to put the camera down now, I think.
Yeah.
To get you to do the thing with me. It's much better with the tyres on. It's on the floor somewhere. Unfortunately, the front caliper is a little bit seized.
This bit here is seized.
Yeah.
So it means that this one is pushing in.
Yeah, so it's just.
And that one's staying.
This is why you had uneven wear on your pads.
Yeah, it was wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, it was a thing. And this fork seal isn't.
It looks better now.
Yeah, I've wiped it, but it's not. There's also some pitting right up there as well, so it's not. It's. I don't know. It's better than the other one, but that's not saying much.
No.
So. This might need changing again, but we'll see what happens. First, one thing at a time. Can we unseize this caliper? I don't know if we can or not. But the tyres do look.
There's a way.
The tyres do look good though. The tyres do look good. It's a much bigger front wheel now. Yeah. Almost a 21. Yeah, it will sort itself out once it's all in.
So it'll even out.
It will even out, yeah.
So I don't need to push that one in?
No, no, it will even out.
Okay.
Okay, so we think we might have unseized the caliper. We'll see what happens. It does move now. Just took a bit of hammering, but it's unreleased itself.
Bit of persuasion.
It's testing me. I'm going to need a stiff drink after doing this. So
Yeah.
we've had seized, I don't know, the rear end was seized, the front end was seized. Some bits have been coming apart really easy. Right, moment of truth.
Does it go in? Oh!
Partly
Like
seized
a
caliper. It was a
dream.
partly seized caliper.
Oh, where's the pads? We can see just how bad they were.
Partly seized. As soon as I saw him, I said your calipers. I think your calipers seized, and it was partly seized.
So the pads were wearing diagonally. And if you look here, and they can actually rock. They don't sit flush. So when it's tight there, there's a gap there, and vice versa. Because this pin here was seized, but this pin was moving. So when the brakes were clamping, it was twisting the caliper. And what I thought was brakes that needed bleeding.
They still need bleeding.
Well, they still need bleeding, but because it was spongy, it's actually because I'm bending the brake pad as opposed to it just having air in the system. Until the brake started working properly, and that's only because I wore it down so much that it wore diagonally.
Your front moves properly now. Right, we're not going to do anything just yet with it, but
No.
we're going to...
No dank nooners.
Okay, right. Next job, let's just put this front mudguard back on. Whew. Let's get this done. Let's see what happens. We've unseized the caliper now. Okay, so done quite a lot. He's just taking the bike for a little test pin now. Fingers crossed, but the fork seal needs to be done. I think the fork seal needs to be done. He bought them second-hand forks, which I advised against. Seals would have been better. If he had the seals, I could probably change them here and now. But we don't have the seals. Moment of truth. Yes or no?
Absolutely fucking yes.
Spot on.
Very, very happy. 2-finger braking, full stop.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Happy, daffy.
Stopped. It's stopped. It's something we're going to have to keep an eye on, though. It's something to keep an eye on. Because if it goes again, you're going to have to buy new pads. At least we know that the pads are quite cheap. Okay, so the next job is... Well, this is the Sinnis Terrain 125 now, with its knobbly tyres, all lovely and knobby, big knobs. Fitting, not too bad actually, really not too bad, easy to fit. And they popped on the rim like really easily. The only thing I don't like is when you do the conversion from we put a washer in there because there's a gap and dirt would be able to get in, so I've just stuck a washer on just to stop. Well, I did scratch the rims a few, but oh dear, bit of rim damage. But I mean, this bike's going to be off-roading, so it doesn't really matter. But apart from that, it's all right. Don't forget to check out Curious Goose on YouTube.